What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Helps out the video more than you realize. Also, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. You got nothing to lose. Both of them are free and easy to do. I'll be doing a lot of Giants content this offseason as things progress. And obviously, as we get into the offseason, talk about the draft and all this other good stuff and whatever happens with the Giants. Hopefully, it's good things to come for the New York Giants. But, yeah, I appreciate you watching. I want to talk about Brian Daboll getting a second interview. I also want to talk about ex-Giant Eli Apple and his Twitter rant, which I'm sure most of you are here for that because I know you want to hear me tear him up. And don't worry, that will happen. Trust me. Anyway, Brian Daboll comes back for a second interview. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the guy. I think a lot of Giants fans kind of felt like the Shane Daboll combination was going to be the Giants head coach and GM right from the start. And obviously now that the Bills got eliminated in a heartbreaking fashion, what a game that was yesterday, man. What a game. Can we just get Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen every year in the postseason, please? What a game, man. Those two quarterbacks, just unbelievable. Like, neither one of them were going to let their team lose. Both of those quarterbacks put their teams on their back, made incredibly clutch throws. Just unbelievable. That is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, playoff game I've ever seen. I'm sure there were some really good ones. I know the Packers and Cardinals years ago was a really good one. The Chiefs and Colts a few years ago was really good. But this one yesterday, the 25 points in the last 2 minutes or whatever it was, that was insane. So that was amazing. Looking at that Buffalo Bills offense, obviously we would love to have some of that offense here with the New York Giants. But there's one thing that we certainly don't have that the Bills do, and that is Josh Allen. So no matter what happens, if Daboll is the head coach, and obviously Shane is the GM, we can't really expect Daniel Jones to turn into Josh Allen. That's not going to happen. So the Giants aren't going to have that. But obviously, I do believe that these two guys putting their minds together can make the Giants offense a formidable one. And they haven't mentioned anything about the quarterback situation. It sounds like they're going to go forward with Daniel Jones, but you never know. You never know what's going to go on with that. But obviously, Daboll and Shane have worked together. The whole point of having a GM is having a head coach that he can relate to, then they can work together. They're on the same page. This is what we have missed here at the New York Giants over the past few years. I mean, even going back to Ben McAdoo when he said he wanted to trade up and get Pat Mahomes or trade up and get, Deshaun Watson, and the front office was not on board with it. And then Ben McAdoo said, okay, I'm just going to bench Eli Manning. That's my big FU to the franchise and everything else. And then they brought in Shermer, and they brought in Gettleman at the same time. And I don't know if they were on the same page with Daniel Jones or not, but they drafted Daniel Jones, and they fired Pat Shermer, then they brought in Joe Judge, and they forced Joe Judge, Jason Garrett. We can't have that. We can't have that. Daboll, if he's going to be the head coach, which I think he will be, you got to let him pick his staff. And that's really how it has to be. Let's cut down on the coaches. We don't need 50 coaches on this team. Just have the bare bones minimum. I don't want all these coaches. I feel like all these coaches yapping in the New York Giants' ears, I think it kind of confused them. You're hearing a lot of different things probably from a lot of different coaches. You're getting a lot of different advice and a lot of different ways to play, and they probably don't know what the hell they're doing. Too many chefs spoil the pot. So let them have at it. Let them deal with what they're going to deal with. Maybe it isn't going to be Daboll, but I really do believe in, like I said, I know a lot of Giants fans right from the beginning have thought that the Buffalo Bills combination was going to come over here. They turned that Bills franchise around pretty quickly. And again, Josh Allen had a lot to do with that. But listen, Josh Allen was not a very good quarterback when he came into the league. He struggled with his accuracy. He turned the ball over a ton. And look at what they were able to develop with him. So that does give you some hope that I don't believe that I don't know what they're going to do with Daniel Jones, but if they do keep Daniel Jones, you hope that they can find something and make Daniel Jones better no matter what they do, or if they decide they're going to draft the quarterback, you would hope that they figure out how to make that quarterback really going to get the most out of his talent. That's really all you can do. That is your job as a head coach, as your job as coordinators, to get the best out of your players' ability. That's something Joe Judge did not do, in my opinion, not even close. And that's why I felt like he should have been fired pretty much throughout the entire season last year, because I felt like he wasn't getting the most out of his players. And I understand that we were pretty beat up on injuries in the last 6 games. I mean, you're not going to win any games with Mike Glennon, but nobody really seemed to improve with the New York Giants with Joe Judge. So if Daboll is the head coach, like I said, let's hope that he and Shane get on the same page, make some good draft picks here, and start moving the Giants in the right direction so that we can become a formidable offense and we can start winning some games. It would be nice. So we'll see what happens to Daboll, but the second interview comes with him, and like I said, we'll see going forward. No matter what happens, I'll do a video on it. Oh, by the way, if you made it this far, so far, I will be live tonight, 10 o'clock, with my man Tim from Online Big Blue Sports. Obviously, he's a big Malik Willis fan, so we'll talk about Malik Willis and what goes on. We'll also, kind of figure out what he wants to do in the draft. We'll talk about the season and passing. Like I said, I want to try to do some more collabs this offseason. We're going to have Tim on this show tonight. Hopefully, you guys will tune in for that later. Now, let's talk about Eli Apple. I'll be honest with you, man. Until somebody sent me his ramblings from Twitter in my DM box on Instagram, I didn't even know Eli Apple was in the league. To be quite frank with you, I didn't know he played. And I watched that Bengals-Titans game. I didn't even know Eli Apple was on the field. I never even paid attention. I thought he was out of the league. Who the hell's Eli Apple? See, this is what I don't understand about Eli Apple. The guy comes out on Twitter out of nowhere and starts bashing New Orleans Saints and New York Giants fans. Why? What was the point of that? His last name's Apple. The dude is kind of fruity. It's a little weird. His relationship with his mom is a little weird. He's strange. Like, if he wasn't a football player, he'd probably be a serial killer. He's got that mom infatuation thing, man. Cut the umbilical cord, sir. You're 26. There's one thing about being a mama's boy, and there's another thing, like I said, he's just a strange bird. There's no doubt about that. But this guy's going to come out and talk all this crap. Number one, you thought my Daniel Jones rant was bad. The day after we drafted Eli Apple, it's one of my most angry videos on YouTube. That's still up, by the way. But I was ticked off when we got him because the dude was a bum. The dude was trash. The dude was trash here. Garbage. Went to New Orleans. Garbage. What do you think, fans are going to sit there and applaud you for getting burnt like toast? Every time they went out there, you couldn't tackle, you couldn't cover. Sir, Eli Apple could not cover a freaking twin-size bed with a king-size sheet. Okay, that's how bad he was. He couldn't cover my mother in a phone booth. Like, Eli Apple, straight bum, garbage, trash. The dude has had 5 interceptions in his entire career. The guy was a number 10 overall pick. And now you're out here talking all this crap because you're in the AFC Championship game. You just got to Cincinnati. Cincinnati, for the first time in their history, won a road playoff game. For the first time in, 31 years, won a playoff game. Haven't been to a Super Bowl since 1988. They lost that. They've never won a Super Bowl. You're going against Kansas City, who just put up 42 points against one of the best defenses in football. And then instead of worrying about guys like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman, you're out here worried about talking about how New Orleans smells terrible and it's a dirty city, and worrying about New York Giants fans and talking about when our playoff game is. Ma'am, listen, we won 4 Super Bowls here at the Giants. You aren't part of it. You're absolute garbage. I mean, the fact that the Giants got rid of you when we're terrible tells you how garbage you are. Eli Apple's a complete bum. I mean, I actually found his ramblings amusing because I have no idea what even set this off. I really don't. It's very weird. Maybe he was drinking, maybe he was drunk, but you go to Twitter with this crap, you can't take it back, man. That's always going to follow you. Not that anybody cares. Like I said, Eli Apple's an absolute nobody. We know that. Maybe he was just mad. He just wanted some attention. Well, he got it. He got his attention, but yeah, man, that's just a weird thing. He's a weird guy. We all know he's a weird guy, and he absolutely sucks. The dude played like 3 good games. He thinks he's Deion Sanders. I'm looking, I was actually going to root for Cincinnati in that game. Can't do it now. I hope that Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman and Travis Kelce, I hope Pat Mahomes puts up 4 bills on you, and I hope you get embarrassed every step of the way. Okay, I'm going to watch them leave a vapor trail going by you, ma'am. Eli Apple's a bitch. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like I said, this guy, this is the equivalent of a dude in the gym weighing 110 pounds and grunting when he's benching 95 pounds. That is the equivalent of Eli Apple did on YouTube. Big words, loud words, angry words from an absolute trash can of a cornerback that has never amounted to anything in the NFL and just wanted some attention. Well, you got it, sir, and now I hope you pay for it. That's really all I got to say about Eli Apple. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you made it this far, you're a trooper. Please like, please subscribe. Share the video out with your friends. And hopefully I see you tonight. It's a bad diggity dizzle. We gone. Peace.